I had a visit from my parents from Christchurch. Petrol was very scarce in those days. It was ration, and they came up when they could, and they stayed overnight somewhere. But at any rate, my mother said to me, "Oh, I wonder if you saw this advertisement in the press," and it was for a position at a school. It would be a member of the staff. It would be of interest to somebody who wished to go to England later on and do their teachers' training. And this was, I thought, was very generous of my mother, because she jolly well didn't want me to go over there. She wanted me to have a conventional, life, as it were. So I said, yes, well, I'll do that. So I applied, and when I was accepted, we subject to approval by I forget what the authority was called, who decided whether or not that was essential. So that was agreed to, and Queen Mary Hospital agreed to release me. I think that was the key point. So off I went, and Miss Roberts said to me, "I hope you'd see that." She said, "I nearly drew it to your attention." She said, "No, I thought that wouldn't be fair, because it might appear that I was biased in your direction," but she knew that I was interested in teaching because I had done various things, demonstrations and so on. Mind you, I was pretty terrible to start with, but it went the right way. I was advised by Miss Roberts to keep an account of the teaching hours, and so I had this little diary, and I had all these teaching hours and so on. And at the end of them, when I made this, I said to Miss Roberts, "I'd like to..." What on earth did I say? Oh, I know. Christchurch Hospital advertised a position. So I said to Miss Roberts, "I'd like to apply for that position." And she said, "Yes, I'll be very happy to write you." I said, "Would you write me a reference?" And she said, much to my surprise, she said, "Yes, I'd be very glad to," because I assumed that meant that she would agree to my going. Well, that was the biggest mistake I've ever made in my life, because she helped me in every way and commented and so on, and she wrote to my mother on one occasion and said, I think I'd brought some bulbs or something and planted them in Miss Roberts' little hidey hole in the country she'd got. And Miss Roberts wrote a thank you note back and said that really I was doing very well and I had ability in teaching. I applied for this position and I was accepted. I went to Miss Roberts and I said, "I've been accepted for this position in Christchurch. When would it be convenient for me to leave?" She said, "Oh, you can't possibly leave. We'd be left with a grave shortage of necessary staff." And I thought, oh, she knew about it. She'd approved my applying, but what I should have said was, "Would you release me?" I didn't. That's just personal. But it did, it brings emotion into what was a fairly routine sort of thing which one did at a certain age and followed the normal route of growing up.